From a famous Alaskan town to Vermillion, the city's chief of police, Matt Betzen, is in new territory. Yote reporter Scott Cook found out how the chief's been adjusting to his new duties.
From the Deadliest Catch's home of Dutch Harbor, Chief of Police Matt Betzen fills me in on what it's like going from an Alaskan patrol officer to Vermillion's chief of police.
After the Marines, Betzen took a police job in the small town of Unalaska, also known as Dutch Harbor, where he had been for the last 20 years. Besides the weather, he says the main difference between Dutch Harbor and Vermillion is logistics.
Here, if you need something, you pick up the phone and it shows up in a couple of days by UPS. That's just unheard of where we were at. You always had to plan weeks and months ahead of time logistically for anything.
Dutch Harbor is known for the TV show The Deadliest Catch. Betzen refers to the town as the Wild West of Alaska, a place where fishermen and crabbers go to strike it rich in the fishing industry. With so many people coming in and competition high, Betzen has broken up his share of fights in the small town.
You know, my boat's better than your boat, my fishery's better than your fishery. I don't know how many fights I've broken up between crabbers and longliners because they're trying to show, you know, who's the better man. And I'm sure if you get a longliner, they think they're the better man, and a crabber, they think they're the better man.
But he says no matter where you go as a police officer, one problem remains consistent.
Alcohol and drugs tie to everything we do. You know, or at least such a vast majority, it's hard to remember the things that weren't alcohol and drug related. That's true in Unalaska, it's true in Vermillion.
As the new chief of police, Betzen hopes to make citizen service a top priority.
Okay, that our job is to protect and serve. Well, everybody knows what police say when they mean protect, but what does it mean to serve? And a lot of times, no one can tell us what it means to serve, and we don't seem to know. So striving for that values is about putting that service back in to protect and serve.
Eventually, after he retires, Chief Betzen hopes to go back to school and get his PhD so he can teach criminal justice. With the Yote Report, I'm Scott Cook.
Thanks, Scott.